Grit, grit. Bow, 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 bow. That part, be smart. Hello. L.O.T.S Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. You know what it's in for. Listen, I am the incomparable, the art imitated but cannot be duplicated, the one they took their style from. I'm the one that keeps creating what they keep taking. All right, I'm the curator, I'm the initiator. I'm the leader of the streets, lord of the streets, learning off the streets, living off the streets, you heard me? All right, once again, the incomparable, the author imitated but cannot be duplicated. I'm the top op, public enemy number one. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Episode number 70. That's 70, that part. And guys, I'm going on late today. You know how it is. You know how it is in the field. You heard me? Right? I've been thinking about going on a little bit later. Looks like we're getting a better turnout when we go on a little bit later. Usually I go on at 7, right? But today is what, 8:30 right now? What time we got right now? 8:51 to be exact. All right? That part. You guys, do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, do me a favor. Hit the like button. We call that wipe your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your grandparents' house, at your mama house, so that you guys got respect. So that you was raised right. And hit that like button. That's that thumbs up or that heart. Now, mind you, it's going to switch up because we're streaming live from YouTube. We're streaming live from Facebook. And we're also streaming live from Twitter. That part. L.O.T.S approved media. That part. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, leave a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving a fingerprint, all right? Let me know that you're in the building. Hold up. Let me cut this fire intro music off right now. Let's cut this intro music off. Bada bing, bada bing. All right, comment section up. Check this out. Once again, I'm the incomparable, the author imitated but cannot be duplicated. I'm the one that they keep taking their style from. I'm the one that keeps creating what they keep taking, all right? I'm the elected voice of the streets, leader of the streets, learning off the streets, lord of the streets, living off the streets. You heard me? All right? Once again, I'm the top op, public enemy number one, unanimous across the board. That part. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. All right? And I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 70. Shout out to Planet Goddammit. That's the eyes behind my head. Shout out to Planet Goddammit in the building. We live. Free G5 till it's backwards. Shout out to all my incarcerated soldiers. You heard me? Free G5 till it's backwards. You heard? Good guy. That's a good guy. We need him back in the streets. You heard? Shout out to everybody that's locked up right now. I'm always getting shout out to my little cuz Manny, locked up right now. There's a lot of people that reach out to me behind the wall. All right. Shout out to everybody that's behind the wall right now. That part. You guys, as soon as you come to the building, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Let's get this right. Hit the like button. I don't care if there's 5 people in the building. I don't care if there's 1,000 people in the building. Hit that like button. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to hit the like button. We call that wipe your feet on the rug. And then we're going to share this podcast with everybody, with all of our friends. All right. We all have friends. We have admirers. I need you guys to share this with all your admirers. That part, all right? This is episode number 70, episode number 70. And this is season number 2 of Don't Shoot the Messenger. This is going to get crazier and crazier. So you guys do me a favor. Share this podcast. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. That's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call a peeping Tom. If y'all know what they do to peeping Toms, stay out of jail. And you won't never have to find out what they do to peeping Toms, all right? Do me a favor. As soon as you guys come in the building, hit the like button, share this podcast, All right, share the podcast, hit the like button. All right, that's all I need you guys to do. That part. Now, this is a very eventful week as usual. And there's some things that's been going on throughout the internet right now. The internet is on fire. Briscoe, line 2, what it do? We go back since the blue. Yeah, we gonna speak about that Briscoe, you heard me? Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, we gonna talk about Briscoe. Sad he going out bad. Shout out to 21 Savage on a new project. 21 just dropped a new project called The American Dream. And y'all know 21 Savage. For the most part, you guys know 21 Savage is born in England, all right? He's an immigrant in all actuality, right? He's from England. He's been here this whole time. He finally got his papers, in which he dropped a project called The American Dream. The American Dream, that part. Shout out to AP Palmer in the building. Grrr, AP, do me a favor, share this podcast. I'm curious. I want to hear your opinion on this Briscoe. Briscoe calling out Berg, calling out my dog Gunplay. Even try to throw Kano out there. Try to throw my brother K out there. My brother fucking Gunplay out there. Yeah. We see that. Of course I'm gonna be biased. Y'all know what the fuck is hitting for. Y'all know what it's hitting for. Shout out. He tried to play Iceberg too. I want to know your opinion, brother. What's good, family? Hold up. That part. Shout out to AP Palmer in the building. Oh yeah, D-Thang, drill rapper out of Bronx, New York. D-Thang released from prison. Hold up. That part was gonna go bad for him when Gunplay see Briscoe. That part. Hold up. Drop a bomb to that. Drop a bomb from when Gunplay actually runs into Briscoe. I'm about to say Briscoe. That part, I agree with you, champ. I agree with you. Everyone needs to listen to this podcast. That part, Planet, goddammit, you heard? Now listen, let's talk about more, man. Shout out to Kodak Black. Kodak Black lawyer recently. You guys know Kodak Black was arrested. And they try to say Kodak swallowed a mouthful of rocks, cocaine, crack cocaine. You know what I mean? That whoosh. You know what I mean? Well, according to his lawyer, they did the test. They did the forensics. They did the chemical test on what was the substance that was in his mouth. And it actually was not crack cocaine, all right? It's actually a controlled substance. We'll speak about that also. Yeah, we got to definitely speak about this Briscoe. We're going to start off hot. Shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo's case is over with at this point, all right? It looks like G Herbo will not be going to prison. G Herbo copped out to 3 years probation, all right? And he has some restitution also behind that. So shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo is not going to be doing no prison time. Shout out to G Herbo for that wire fraud, all right? You already know South Florida. Florida is the home of the fraud, all right? We the number one fraud. I think we have the most cases, the most lawsuits, the most fraud and shit like that. Florida, nonetheless, you heard? Jouet capital. The state of the Jouet, you heard me? What else we got here, man? What else? We got a little bit more. Cat Williams. All right, listen, Cat Williams is taking Kevin Hart's wifey on tour with him. So Kevin Hart's ex-wife, I guess she's an ex for a reason, right? Kevin Hart's ex-wife is gonna be on tour with Cat Williams. We'll speak about that low down dirty shit too. All right. That part. Now, let's start off hot, man. First of all, man, hold on. Listen. Let's get this right. Shots have been fired. All right. Briscoe line 2, what it do? We go back since the Blue House. Listen, y'all know about Briscoe, right? We all know the Miami native Briscoe. A.K.A. Opalaka Goon, we know the motto, right? Well, it seems like Briscoe is coming out of the casket, right? We thought Briscoe was buried alive. We all were under the assumption that Briscoe got buried alive, like Sean Poe. But unlike Sean Poe, that's one of my favorite artists. Shout out to Sean Poe and Belize, you heard me? But he didn't do no time. I mean, Briscoe did do a little bit of time back then too. But nonetheless, Briscoe is back and he's merged back on the scene. Now, Briscoe's back with some words with some people. All right. Briscoe's talking about some people that are some close friends of mine. All right. A couple of people that he mentioned, these are close friends of mine. I consider them my brothers. When in reference to gunplay, if you're talking about gunplay, that's my brother. Let's get this clear. When you're speaking about Kano, that's my brother. Let's get this clear. So nonetheless, you guys, Briscoe has merged back on the scene. Now, we haven't heard anything from Briscoe in a long Adine. It seems like a decade we haven't heard from Briscoe, right? Nonetheless, Briscoe's merged back on the scene. He has some words, some dispiriting words for some people. And some of these people are, like I said, are close friends of mine. Now, I know you guys are familiar with Briscoe's music, even though the music doesn't go past Tallahassee. Brisk music don't go past Tallahassee. But nonetheless, we are familiar with him in within the realm of Florida. When it comes to consider Florida, South Florida, we are familiar with Briscoe. All right? Briscoe been lost his level in Miami. What the fuck? That part, AP. That part. Let me see how many people really rocking with Briscoe in the comment section. If you rock with Briscoe, let me know in the comment section. If you even rock with Briscoe, if you even listen to Briscoe's music, right? Because we know he hasn't dropped anything as of lately. Briscoe hasn't dropped nothing as of lately, but his past music. Do you guys fuck with Briscoe? Leave in the comment section if you can fuck with Briscoe. But nonetheless, Briscoe has some disparaging words as of lately. Now, Briscoe's seen going off on Iceberg. I don't know who it started off with, who did it initially start off with, but Briscoe went off on Iceberg. Ice Billionaire Berg, you heard me. Live House, let's be clear, Live House. This is South Florida business. This is South Florida, Miami business. This is personal right here, all right? So the man went off on Iceberg, Ice Billion Berg. We all familiar with Berg, all right? Closer to My Dreams, remixing Bird. Stick Music King Bird. Step on a rat, step on a rat, step on a rat, step on a rat. I don't know if you guys been listening. I'm probably wondering what I'm singing right now. Well, that's Iceberg's response to Briscoe. Step on a rat, step on a rat, step on a rat, step on a rat. Nah, the new diss songs he made garbage. That part, AP. Let me know. Are you guys even feeling Briscoe's new songs that he's making? Briscoe got a list of other shit that he just dropped. You guys let me know, are you feeling this Briscoe, this energy? Let me know, are you feeling the actual diss songs that he's making? Because I had a chance to listen to it. I'm curious to know you guys' opinion on this. But when it comes to me, when I'm listening to the shit sounds like hot garbage. Let's keep it all the way, let's keep it gangster. I'm listening to Briscoe's shit. I'm hearing the wordplay. Let's be fair here. I'm listening to Briscoe's wordplay. Briscoe's voice is kind of annoying. His cadence is whack. The cadence is garbage. The clarity on it is garbage. He's not that lyrical to even be attempting what he's attempting. He needs to dumb it down a little bit. But to be quite honest with you, when I listened to Briscoe's shit, I was not amused. I was not entertained by Briscoe's verse. But I want to know what you guys are thinking out there, right? Because y'all might call me biased because Kano's my dog. All right, those are my brothers right there. Gunplay is my brothers. These are my brothers. So y'all might consider me as biased when I'm speaking about this shit. But I want to know what you guys' opinion on this. How y'all feel about that Briscoe diss? How you feel about Briscoe versus Iceberg? Let's start off with Briscoe and Iceberg. All right, so Briscoe went off on Iceberg. Obviously, Iceberg is the only one that actually has responded thus far to Briscoe. Briscoe dropped the record. Briscoe was seen on live with Iceberg's baby mama, Juicy. Now, you know how it is. First of all, when you start dealing with somebody's baby mother, when you engage into a beef with somebody, when you engage in war with somebody, and you start fucking with the women and the children, that shit makes a nigga more compelled to come to rain down on you even harder. That'll make a nigga get up off the couch and have to go do something. Because ain't nobody trying to sit inside their kitchen. Ain't nobody trying to sit in their living room, hear their baby mama or hear their girl talking about, damn, you gonna let this nigga talk about me like that, babe? I can't believe this nigga talking like that. Did you hear what this nigga said? That's gonna prompt the nigga to accelerate the shit. That's gonna make a nigga really go head first into some shit. Because the nigga got to hear his baby mama speaking about the whole situation. So I see Iceberg. I'm looking at what Briscoe's doing. Briscoe's not an established artist. Let's just keep this clear. Briscoe is not an established artist. The people that he's boxing, he's punching upwards. When Briscoe's mentioning Gunplay, he's punching upwards. It might not be in the best interest of Gunplay to mention Briscoe. Briscoe line 2. We go back since the Blue House. That part. It might not be in Gunplay's best interest to box to box down at Briscoe, right? So I thought about it. I said, damn, Gunplay is probably not going to respond to Briscoe. I wouldn't want my dog to respond to Briscoe, nonetheless. So I thought about it, right? He mentioned Gunplay. All right, he mentioned he mentioned Iceberg. Now, when he's mentioning Iceberg, Briscoe and Iceberg, to be honest with you, now I'm gonna listen. I don't fuck with Briscoe. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. Me and Briscoe have words. I don't fuck with Briscoe. But let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be biased with this, right? I'm gonna be biased when it comes to the beef shit. But I'm not gonna be biased when it comes to hip hop. Let's just talk about hip hop. This is an unbiased platform. First of all, Briscoe as an artist, who do you guys have more? Do you guys think Iceberg? Who's a better artist, Iceberg or Briscoe? I want to know in the comment section. Do you guys think Iceberg or Briscoe is the better artist? Who's the better artist? Are you guys with Iceberg or are you guys with Briscoe? That's what I want to see in the comment section. All right? Me, myself, when I see an Iceberg, listen to Iceberg's music, I'm more fond of Iceberg's music. Now, I fuck with Briscoe's music slightly. I rock with Briscoe's music slightly. But when you're speaking about Iceberg, I rock with Berg more. Shout out to Jeff Leon Johnson in the building, that part. Shout out to Bruce Henlin in the building, that part. You guys, do me a favor. As soon as you guys come in the building, hit that like button and make sure everybody's sharing this podcast, all right? We're speaking about this Briscoe, this tirade Briscoe's on. Briscoe jumped out of the grave. Y'all know Briscoe was buried, right? Briscoe was in a casket. Briscoe has reached out of the casket. He pushed the casket door open. He kicked the dirt off of him. Briscoe's currently walking out of the graveyard. Briscoe, you probably could see his feet prints walking out of the cemetery. Briscoe's walking out of the cemetery right now. You heard me. It's a resurgence of Briscoe. Briscoe, line 2, what it do? We go back since listen, we're going to speak about Briscoe. All right, so right now we're speaking about Briscoe versus Iceberg. Who y'all got? Who y'all think is a better artist, Iceberg or Briscoe? Me. I'm going, L.O.T.S approve, I'm going with Berg, all right? Berg, that part. Boy, a Fosse for real. That part, AP. You already know great minds thinking like me and you, AP, we thinking the same thing. We thinking the same thing, nonetheless. But yes, I'm going to keep it all the way gangster with y'all. Who said Berg? Okay, Jeff Leon Johnson, that part. So I'm going with Berg too. I side with you, Jeff. I side with you. I'm going with Iceberg. When I think about the catalog, Iceberg got a better catalog than Briscoe. Nonetheless, Iceberg has a way better catalog than Briscoe. All right? Briscoe's #1 song. We're talking about hip-hop right now. I'm being unbiased, even though Gunplay's my brother. Kano's my brother. Even though I side more with Iceberg, right? We're speaking about music right now. Who's a better? Shout out to Planet, goddammit, Berg. Berg is a better artist. That's another person coming in speaking about Berg. Listen, Planet says Berg, he's with Berg. Jeff says he's with Berg. Me, myself, I'm with Berg. So that's 3-0. I don't see anybody screaming Briscoe right now in the comment section. So now, when you're talking about Iceberg, just think about Iceberg's catalog. Way better. He has more of a catalog, bigger catalog than Briscoe, first of all. We talking about just style of how a nigga rap. I'm going with Iceberg. I think Iceberg's a better rapper than Briscoe. I think Iceberg voice sounds better than Briscoe. I think Iceberg music sounds better than Briscoe. I think Iceberg has a better track record than Briscoe. I think Iceberg has a better movement than Briscoe. Live House, that part, MJT, shout out to Iceberg. Billion, you heard me. He's just a better artist than Briscoe. Nonetheless, they're going back and forth. Briscoe called out the man's name. Iceberg returned fire like that. Iceberg returned fire with vengeance. Quick. Berg returned fire on Briscoe. All right? So with that being said, Berg has a new song. The song is Step on the Rat, Step on the Rat, Step on the Rat, Step on the Rat. Let me tell you something. First of all, you already know that's that juke music. That's that Miami juke music, that part. So he definitely touched down when you talking about the Miami, the culture. I love the way you chose a Miami type of beat. You chose a Dade County type of beat. Shout out to that man. Shout out to Berg for the beat selection, first of all. I want to give a shout out to Berg for selecting that stick beat. That music, first of all, you already know that's our music, all right? We got to preserve that music. So that was a great choice. He could have picked any other battle, any other type of instrumental, but he picked a stick beat, all right? A sticking type of beat. I'm fucking with that. Step on a Rat. Iceberg didn't just respond with one response. Iceberg has more than one response, all right? So it seems like Briscoe only responded one time. Briscoe said one thing about Berg, and it's like Berg is unloading the whole clip on fool. That part, Berg, listen, man. Shots, listen, hold up. Shots fired. Shout out to Berg. Shots fired. Berg like he's not going to stop unleashing. Berg like he's taking full advantage. Iceberg is taking full advantage of this beef, all right? This so-called beef. You heard me. The man is screaming out different types of names. I don't know what got into Briscoe, but I have the inclination. I have the inclination why Briscoe is feeling so comfortable with saying everybody's name. Now you got Iceberg's baby mama. Like I said, Iceberg baby mama got dragged into this. First of all, the man he jumped on Iceberg baby mama's live on Instagram, all right? She goes by the name of Juicy. The man jumps on the girl's live. Now, Briscoe, you already know, Briscoe calls himself the Opalaka Goon. Let's be clear. Briscoe calls himself the Opalaka Goon. When Briscoe was running around screaming Opalaka Goon, I wasn't buying it. I be in Opalaka. I don't know Briscoe for running Opalaka. But I was wondering why nobody in Opalaka ever said anything about Briscoe. Nobody in Opalaka ever denounced Briscoe. And the thing was, which was consistent with what I seen, Iceberg baby mama said the same thing. Iceberg baby mama said, we could have been pulled your card. Iceberg baby mama said, we don't claim you. So apparently Opalaka does not claim Briscoe. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. This is all coming out of the lady's mouth. We don't claim you. Her and Briscoe started going off on each other. Briscoe said he run the bricks. Briscoe said he run Opalaka. Yeah, I mean, so this is what Briscoe is spewing out. But I'm curious to know how Opalaka feels about it. Because she already chimed in and she said they don't respect Briscoe. They don't claim Briscoe and Opalaka. Right? Briscoe's known for running around the blues, but he said he run the bricks, right? But at the same time, he said we go back since the Blue House. If y'all don't know about the Blue Houses in Opalaka, you heard me. So Briscoe's whole his shit is in question right now. They're questioning, what does Briscoe actually run? What parts of Opalaka did Briscoe actually run? And who's validating Briscoe at this point, right? Let's move forward. Briscoe calls out my dog Gunplay. He's talking about Gunplay's baby moms and shit. Briscoe said he knocked down Gunplay baby mama. Listen, bro. I'm going to be real with you like this. Briscoe, that shit ain't going to do nothing good for you. First of all, Gunplay is too big of an artist Gunplay's too big of an artist, too big, pause, to be responding to Briscoe. Briscoe is making his last attempt to get into the industry. Let's call a spade a spade. Briscoe's seen the success that Gunna has had since so-called snitching, right? We still don't know what's going on with this YSL case because the YSL case is very confusing. But it seems like Briscoe sees that snitching is in season and people are getting rewarded for snitching. It's not like back in the day. Back in the day in hip-hop, if you was considered a rat, if you was considered a snitch, your career would cease right then and there. Instantly, your career would cease. It's not like that no longer. So now Briscoe's making this resurgence. Briscoe feels like it's safe to come outside. You know, like a rat, he feels like it's safe to come out of the rat hole, right? Because he was in the hole. Briscoe feel like it's safe to come out the hole because he sees niggas is eating. And this is what Gunna did. This is all a result of Gunna's recent success. And Briscoe's quote is saying some shit. I think Briscoe went and spoke about Gunna also, saying y'all letting Gunna live, he wants to live too. Listen. No discredit, no discredit to Briscoe. But when you're talking about Gunna, Gunna is a first of all, is an immaculate artist. Gunna, let's just be clear. Gunna is one of my favorite artists. Before him even being considered a rat, Gunna is one of my favorite artists. So for Briscoe to be under the assumption that he's gonna be successful like Gunna, that's crazy. For Briscoe to think that he could follow in Gunna's footsteps and have the same success, that's crazy. Let's make this clear. Gunna is a platinum artist. Gunna been selling records. Gunna been established. Briscoe has never been established. Listen, we got to call a spade a spade. Briscoe has never been established. Briscoe as an artist has never been established. Briscoe music doesn't go past Florida. It's not going past Tallahassee. Let's just be clear. Briscoe music is not going past Tallahassee. So what Briscoe is attempting to do is going to be a frivolous attempt. It's going to be a frivolous attempt for Briscoe. Briscoe cannot rap his way out of this shit. He ain't going to be able to rap his way out of this situation. Briscoe don't have enough rhymes to make it out of this situation. Whoever's gassing Briscoe, whoever's greenlighting Briscoe needs to stop him. Briscoe, whoever told you, whoever convinced you to do this, that's not your real friend. That's not your real comrade. All right? Now, I already spoke to Kano. Y'all know I spoke to K. That's my brother. Of course I spoke to K. You heard me? And let me tell you something. A lot of niggas don't want to deal with this shit. For one, K brought something to my attention. Briscoe's a rat. Let's just be real. The shit that Briscoe's talking, who is willing to go to war with a rat? Who? Listen, man. Listen. Who is willing to go to war with a rat? How many niggas are actually going to go to war with Briscoe? I find it hard to believe. I don't think that would be in your best interest to go to war with Briscoe. And Briscoe's talking fighting words. This is going to go beyond rap. You got to keep in mind. It's not a simple diss. You calling out niggas' baby mamas. You know where that's going to end up at, right? You know a nigga, a man got to defend that. A man got to defend his baby mama. But nonetheless, Briscoe is a rat. So K not fucking with that shit. K is not fucking with that shit. I don't think too many niggas want to go to war with Briscoe because nobody wants to go to war with a rat. That's a lose-lose situation. Somebody that's willing to war and call police on you, that's a lose-lose situation. So what Briscoe's doing right now, it's a frivolous attempt. All right? Calling out K, calling out Gunplay, calling out Iceberg. Where niggas supposed to go with this? They can't take it to the streets, and nobody really wants to lyrically battle Briscoe. Don't nobody want to go to lyrical war with Briscoe. Briscoe's not an established artist, so if somebody say Briscoe's name, they bigging you up, Briscoe. You ain't bigging them niggas up. You ain't making Briscoe. You calling out Iceberg, you ain't gonna make Iceberg a bigger artist. All right, let's make this clear. Briscoe, you calling out Iceberg, you're not gonna make him a bigger artist. Briscoe, you calling out Gunplay, you're not gonna make Gunplay a bigger artist. There's no reward for going to war with Briscoe. Gunplay is not gonna get no bigger by going to war with Briscoe. Iceberg is not gonna get no bigger by going to war with Briscoe. The only thing you're doing really is entertaining us at the crib because we know y'all. We know this. We know these people. We know these people that are involved in this fucking shit, in this soiree. All right? So we're entertained. As Miamians, we're entertained. As South Floridians, we are entertained. But nobody beyond Florida gives a fuck about that shit. Let's let's call a spade a spade. You're not going to get bigger by beefing with Briscoe. So where does Iceberg win at? Where does Gunplay win at? Where's the reward? This was a risk reward. The reward has to be worth the risk. Them risking going against a Briscoe. What's the reward? What's the reward for Iceberg taking down a Briscoe? Yeah. That's the little conversations we gonna have at the park. Yeah. You heard about that iceberg? You heard about that iceberg in Briscoe? Yeah. Because we know that. That's a living room conversation. But that shit don't go beyond Tallahassee. This Briscoe beef ain't going beyond Tallahassee, all right? So the only person that's winning in this situation is Briscoe. Briscoe's the only one that's winning in this situation. Let's make this clear. Look at that. Look at Jeff. Look at Jeff Lion Johnson said. Jeff Lion Johnson said, I'm up north. Nobody knows Briscoe. Briscoe line 2. We go back since the Blue House. Nobody don't know you. And make it so bad. You was on one of Ross's albums and people still don't know you, my man. Just keep it all the way gangster. Shout out to Rob Nice in the building. You heard me? What it is, my brother, that part. Shout out to Paul Bizzle in the building. What it is, my brother, that part. Shout out to Terrence Cunningham in the building. What it is, my brother, that part. You heard me? Peace, family. Yeah, all right. Let's read this comment section. I'm fucking with y'all. Let me read this comment right here from Terrence. Briscoe don't have no respect in Opalaka. I know that for I seen how them boys in Opalaka trying them at the video. That part. So listen, this is somebody that's witnessed the interaction with Opalaka and Briscoe. We real Floridians, you heard me? You talking about Opalaka, we real Floridians. I lived in Opalaka, you heard me? We are real Floridians. Nobody don't know. Listen, when Briscoe used to say, I run Opalaka, I was distraught by that shit. That shit threw me the fuck off. Because I know in Florida, you can't say certain shit like that. And I'm thinking, damn, who in Opalaka is allowing this man to say that he run Opalaka? But it was a good look because nobody was established in Opalaka. So maybe he was doing it justice by bringing some light to Opalaka, shining some light on Opalaka. But the I run the locks shit, Briscoe even said he ran the bricks. Now, according to Iceberg Baby Mama, Iceberg moved to the bricks and Briscoe wasn't seen again. This is Baby Mama Juicy. Iceberg moved to the bricks, in which this is where Briscoe says he runs the bricks. Iceberg moved over there, and then Briscoe stopped coming around since Iceberg moved over there. I'm not saying that. Don't shoot the messenger. I ain't saying that. That's coming from Iceberg's baby mama, Juicy. Yeah, that's coming from Iceberg's baby mama. All right? In which he jumped online with Iceberg's baby mama beefing. So I know that shit right there made... I know when that man started beefing with the nigga baby mama, I knew Berg had to rain on this man. I knew Berg would have to rain on this man because you bringing in baby mamas. And that's what Briscoe's doing one thing. Why you bringing niggas baby mamas in that shit, homie? Your beef is not even a real beef. It's not like them niggas did anything to you. Them niggas ain't robbed you. Them niggas ain't robbed Briscoe. Mind you, these niggas ain't took nothing from Briscoe. None of these niggas took nothing from Briscoe. None of these niggas made Briscoe leak blood or not even a scratch on him. What's Briscoe's problem? How you gonna call somebody baby mama? This shit gotta be bigger. It's a marketing attempt, is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm alluding to. Everything Briscoe's doing right now is a marketing attempt. It's not no street nigga shit. Cause ain't no street nigga gonna catch beef with a bunch of niggas knowing that he gotta handle all that shit. A nigga that really be beefing with niggas would not do this, right? This is a marketing ploy, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. We street niggas. I'm a street nigga. Let's make this clear. You gotta be aware of how many niggas you beefing with. Cause you can spread yourself thin. And if you got soldiers everywhere, you basically weak everywhere. You spreading yourself thin. You can't be beefing with 5, 10 different niggas at one time. Trust me. That shit gets very confusing, very exhausting. Let's keep this shit clear. Briscoe don't plan on beefing with none of these niggas. This is a marketing ploy. Briscoe's trying to save his career, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. He's trolling. Yes, Jeff, that you 1,000,000% right. This is what you call trolling. But guess what? You trolling with some real niggas. And some niggas that got niggas that love them. You see what happens is, Briscoe might not get touched by a Berg. Even though I heard Berg on that track, Berg to my putting that pistol to that boy. He might not get touched by a Berg. Briscoe might not get touched by a Gunplay. He might not get touched by a Kano. But a loved one might touch him. Somebody that loves them. Somebody that wants to show and prove themselves to these people and show them how much they care for them. That might be the problem. That might be the issue. The man calling out K's name. I got the back. K gave me the background on this nigga Briscoe. He gave me the background. Hopefully, I might have K come on the show and tell his side of the story, but K might not even want to deal with the shit. I'm going to be real with you. Niggas is real street niggas, and niggas is disciplined like that. Niggas ain't marketing. Ain't no winning by them niggas. Them niggas, K speaking about Briscoe, Kano speaking about Briscoe, he's not winning. Gunplay speaking about Briscoe, he's not winning. Iceberg, that's personal. I think Iceberg and Briscoe probably only have the only personal situation. That's why Iceberg responded to that nigga. I think that's the only personal situation throughout that whole situation is Iceberg and Brisk. And Iceberg done step on a rat. You guys get a chance, listen to Iceberg's music. You guys get a chance, go on to YouTube and listen to some of Iceberg's return and fire. Don't shoot the messenger. Listen, hold up. Shots fired. Let me tell you, shots fired. Shots fired. Berg already dropped 2 diss tracks. And he's probably dropping one right now as we're speaking. I'm going to keep it all the way gangster with you. All this shit is unbeknownst to me. I woke up this morning and I wasn't looking. Sometimes I don't even read some of my texts at times. Later on during the day, somebody called, my little brother called me. Ruger called me. Ruger said, yo, you didn't get that text I sent you this morning? I said, nah. So I go through my phone, look at the text, and when I see the text, I see that there's a war going on. There's a war going on outside. Nobody's safe from. No man is safe from. I see what's going on with Briscoe. He's telling me this shit. So now that's when yesterday is when I caught wind of this shit. Late yesterday. I don't know how long this has been going on, but obviously it's recent. This because it couldn't went under my radar that long, right? But nobody's winning the situation. Briscoe dissing niggas. Niggas ain't gonna reward. Niggas ain't getting rewarded. If Gunplay was to diss Briscoe right now, Gunplay would only be helping Briscoe. If Gunplay was to diss Briscoe right now, Gunplay would only be helping Briscoe. Let's make that shit clear. All right? Iceberg is helping Briscoe. Briscoe's not helping Iceberg. Briscoe's not even a worthy opponent for Berg. Now, maybe if Briscoe was still consistent, which we all know why he wasn't consistent, because you know he took the stand on them Haitian niggas, right? Y'all know Briscoe took the stand on them Haitian niggas, right? And that's what killed his career. Briscoe has wiped himself off. Briscoe is walking out of the cemetery. Briscoe done cracked the casket open. He's out the casket. He's walking across the cemetery. Briscoe's resurged. There's a resurgence of Briscoe. Briscoe line 2. We go back to the Blue House. Briscoe's back on the scene. All right? And this is probably the most, press that he's gotten, the most clout that he's gotten in over years. So I know it feels good, but it's only 15 minutes of fame. Like your man Jeff said, he's up north. Nobody's heard of Briscoe up north. All right? It don't go past Tallahassee. I know them boys ain't rocking with Briscoe in Georgia. I know Louisiana ain't rocking with Briscoe. That part. Let's just make this clear, all right? Shout out to Victor Burst. All right, bruh. Did anybody ever think he working again? Hold up. Let me pull this up. I like the way you put that, brother. You guys give me a chance. I'm gonna go through my comment section. You guys keep leaving things in the comment section. Let me know who y'all got, Iceberg or Briscoe. This is what I need to see in the comment section. Who y'all got, Iceberg or Briscoe? That part. Bruh, check what the man says. This is Victor Burst. Listen, bruh, did anybody ever think he working again? Starting with everyone that allegedly are street dudes. Just a thought. Listen, bruh. Listen. That's just some real shit right there. That's a lot of shit you got to take in consideration when you're talking about a rat. When you're talking about a real stone cold rat, you got to take that into consideration. That made me think, bro. Yeah. Nah, you got me thinking. The bulb went over my head. Nah. You got me thinking. For real. Planet, what you saying? When Miami was gradually coming together, this dude want to start this foolishness, shaking my head. That part. That part, he ain't winning. Ain't nobody finna link up with Briscoe after this shit. Briscoe started some shit that's never gonna fucking end. It's a despicable way of going all out. We see the marketing ploy. We see the fake attempt to get back on the scene. Nonetheless, but like Kano told me, nigga ain't beefing with no rat. This is what K told me. A nigga ain't beefing with no fucking rat. And that shit made me think. That shit got me thinking. Who the fuck is gonna beef with a rat? Who has the balls, the cojones? Who doesn't care about their life and freedom that would just throw their freedom away for a rat? That should make you think. Yeah, Kano kind of put things in perspective for me. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I haven't got a chance to speak in the Gunplay as of yet. You already know Gunplay is incarcerated. I haven't had a chance to speak to Gunplay, nonetheless. But you know the thing is, you know, the crazy shit is Gunplay is easily triggered. So I'm kind of happy that he didn't respond as of yet. And I hope Gunplay don't respond to no motherfucking Briscoe. I don't want Gunplay to respond to Briscoe. Now I know Iceberg has his reasons. I'm not against Iceberg, and I'm here for it. I want to listen to the shit. But once again, Iceberg is a way 10,000 times better artist than Briscoe. He's a better artist than Briscoe, just off a catalog. I'm not saying Briscoe, I like some of Briscoe's music. I'm gonna keep it G with you. Nah, I ain't biased. Briscoe got one, this ain't a rap game, nigga, this my life. This ain't a rap song, nigga, this my life. You see me, I eat, sleep, and talk trap. You better listen. I fuck with Briscoe. I listen to Briscoe's music. I just don't fuck with him personally. I'm gonna keep it gangster. You already know we South Florida. Florida niggas, Miami niggas, we know what it's hitting for. We know his character. And ain't no nigga that stand on business that ain't no nigga that appreciates integrity is gonna fuck with a nigga like that. If you're a person of integrity, of morality, you ain't gonna fuck with a nigga like that. He knows the issues that me and him had. That part, playing a nigga close. Don't play me close. Niggas be talking about that Mint, you heard me? A lot of shit go down at the Mint, you heard me? That's that hole in the wall strip club, the Mint. A lot of shit go down at the Mint, you heard me? I heard Briscoe talking that Mint shit. I love the 305. That part, M.I.Y.A.Y.O, that part, Dade County. Listen, man, hold up. Big up to motherfucking Dade County, you heard me? Big up to motherfucking Dade County, you heard me? Big up to Carol City, you heard me? Big up to Carol City. Big up to Norwood. Big up to Woodbound. This is not Carol City. This is adjacent next to Carol City. Shout out to the whole Opalaka. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Opalaka. You heard me? The locks. You heard me? Shout out to North Miami, West Side, and the East Side. Shout out to North Miami. You heard me? Shout out to NMB. You heard me? North Miami Beach. You heard me? Shout out to Little Haiti. You heard me? Overtown, Liberty City, Brown Sub, Alapata. You heard me? Hialeah, you heard me? Little Havana and all that, you heard me? It goes down, you heard me? But you guys, nonetheless, Briscoe he's stepped out of the grave. He cracked open the casket. You know what I mean? He's walking and sliding across the gravel at the graveyard. He's exiting the cemetery. Briscoe has exited the cemetery. Briscoe is back alive, but I don't think he's going to be alive for too long. If you ask me, Briscoe is a zombie. Briscoe is a zombie. Shout out to Chapalaka, that part. To the ghouls, we saying ghouls? That's South Miami, you heard me? That's South Miami, you heard me? We talking about Richmond Heights, and you talking about all that Florida City, you heard me? That's down south, you heard? Shout out to all that. Shout out to the ghouls. Shout out to Richmond Heights. Shout out to Florida City. I don't know, man. The Naranja, all that. Listen, man. I'm not big, but I used to live in Kendall. I lived in Kendall, so shout out to Kendall Homestead and all that too. You heard me? That part. We just go that whole South Florida, nigga, the whole Miami. That part. You heard me? Shout out to Broward too. This is a Dade County moment, but shout out to Broward. Shout out to Miramar, that part. Shout out to Hollywood, Carver Ranches, Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, that part. Shout out to everywhere, you heard me? Young Don in the building. Grrr. Shout out to my woe. That's my woody, man. Listen, gunshots for Young Don. That's my woe right there. All right? The Don in the building, you heard me? You guys get a chance to listen to Young Don's music on YouTube. Young Don, who you got in this Briscoe versus Iceberg? Who hitting? Who got it? I want to see in that comment section. How many people are feeling Briscoe in this beef? How many people are feeling Iceberg? Which side are you guys on? Or you guys don't care? Or you just neutral? No bias. This is an unbiased platform. No biasness on this platform. Who you guys going for? Who we going for? Berg all day. That part. Grrr. It looks like this is unanimous. I got 4 people that already said they with Iceberg. All right, we all with Berg right now. It's looking like this nigga Briscoe, like he's not winning. You ain't winning on the internet. You ain't winning amongst us, and you definitely not going to win this rap battle. No. Have you guys had a chance to listen to Briscoe's diss song? Have you guys had a chance to listen to Iceberg's response? Iceberg got a real fucking response, man. That part. Berg got a real fucking response, man. Shout out to Berg, nonetheless, you know what I mean? And like I said, you know you don't want no issues with gunplay. Let's just say hypothetically speaking, gunplay beefing with you, what can I give that example? That's like LeBron James playing against a college player. You know what I mean? That's just it's a handicap match. That would be a handicap. Gunplay versus Briscoe would be a handicap match. Let's just be honest. And Gunplay can't win nothing. Gunplay can't gain nothing. There's no reward for that risk, all right? So Briscoe, we see what you're doing. Little dirty little rat. We see what you're doing, but it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Shout out to all parties nonetheless, but no shout out for Briscoe, that part. But like I said, it's not a biased platform. Whoever's with Briscoe, whoever supports Briscoe, continue to support Briscoe. But definitely we ain't rocking with Briscoe on this side. You heard me? That part. Now you guys do me a favor. Hennessy family, that part. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. All right, don't be a ninja watcher. It's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call a peeping Tom. Y'all know what they do to peeping Toms? Stay out of jail. You want to find out what they do to peeping Toms. That part. Yo, listen, man, we up, all right? Listen, shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo was arrested for wire fraud at one point. He was going to court. So it looks like G Herbo just copped out. G Herbo's doing 3 years probation. Shout out to G Herbo. Clap it up. Let's clap it up for G Herbo. Hold up. Clap it up. Shout out G Herbo. Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? 3 years probation. And it looks like he has to pay back some restitution. Let me see right here. What G Herbo got? $280,000 in restitution that he has to pay back. Sheesh. Hold up. $280,000 you got to pay back in restitution. But shout out for the 3 years probation, because I would have took that probation. Damn sure would have took that probation, all right? Shout out to that. Now, in the same breath, you guys know Kodak Black recently. Kodak Black got arrested, and they talking about Kodak Black had a mouthful of dope in his mouth. They labeled it crack rock, like as if he swallowed a bunch of crack in his jaw, like a hamster. You know what I mean? Well, forensics has came in. All the test results have came in. You heard me. All right? And throughout these test results, the lawyer has come to find out that it was not crack rock. It wasn't crack that Kodak Black was caught with, all right? Kodak Black had oxycodone, in which he has a prescription for that. All right? So listen, shout out to Kodak Black. Shout out to Kodak Black with the oxycodone. That wasn't no crack rock. Shout out to Zoe, because when I heard that, I was a little bit disappointed, but I love that it was oxycodone nonetheless. You heard me? And like I said, Kodak Black, he has a prescription for that. So we'll see how that holds up in the court, all right? But them officers played dirty by labeling that shit as fucking crack. You heard me? And that's what a lot of people be criticizing Kodak and ridiculing Kodak Black and antagonizing Kodak Black. At the end of the day, you guys forgetting that this is a very young man. This nigga hasn't even reached 30 yet. He's still in his early 20s. Give the man a damn break. Give Kodak Black a break, all right? Nonetheless, Shout out to Kodak Black with those new results, man. And we'll see. And we'll keep this updated in court. All right, now, you guys. Oh, yeah, I want to give a shout out to 21 Savage, too. You got 21 Savage just dropped a new project, all right? Shout out to 21 Savage on that new project. And 21 Savage, he's getting a great reviews. It's a great response to this. I forgot what the album is called. The American Dream. We're going to clap it up right now for 21 Savage for the American Dream Fire Project. Great response. All right, you guys know. First of all, you guys know 21 Savage is not from America. 21 Savage was born in England. I lived 6 months myself. I lived 6 months as a child in England, all right? The man is from across the water, across the pond, all right? Across the river, all right? Now, he's been in America. He didn't have his papers. So he wasn't really moving around as much, right? When you don't have no papers, obviously you got to watch how you traveling. You can't really travel out the country without jeopardizing your citizenship, right? Well, he went through all the procedures, went through all the proper channels in which he got he's a citizen. Now, I don't know if he just got a green card or he's an official American citizen. But one thing I do know, 21 Savage can move abroad. So 21 Savage went to Canada. He also went back home to England. So shout out to 21 Savage. But 21 Savage has dropped a new project. The new project is called The American Dream. All right? Shout out, man. Yo, we got to clap it up one more time for 21 Savage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to 21 Savage, the new project. And listen, 21 Savage is getting some great reviews on this project. 21 Savage dropped a new project, and people are loving this project across the board. You guys know this is big time streamer Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, he's a Trinidadian Haitian kid. He's one of the biggest streamers out there with Adam Ross and all them streamers, the Twitch players, video game streamers, all right? Now, this kid, he's doing reviews on hip-hop albums. His reviews have been known to make or break artists. Let's be real. Kai Cenat, he gave a fucked up review on Glorilla, and Glorilla seems like she hasn't bounced back since that bad review. Kai Cenat, you guys don't know, streamers have influence now. They're some of the biggest influencers out there on the internet. That's why you see a lot of people sitting down with streamers. Shout out to Rick Ross. I just seen Fatboy. I seen Ross sitting down with Adam Ross, all right? And that was surprising to me, but I don't know why I should be surprised, because streaming is the new platform. Streaming is on the rise, right? So like I said, you got the top 3 streamers, and one of them being Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat gave a great review. Well, I'll let you guys be judged. He said 21 Savage album is an 8.5. All right, 8.5. So 1.5 shy of a 10. In my book, that's good. So now I'm curious. I want to hear this 21 Savage project. All right, people are saying lyrically, 21 Savage he's up to par with his shit lyrically. But one thing I know about 21 Savage, that project that 21 did with Drake, he ain't write all those rhymes on that project. 21 Savage did not write all his rhymes, so I see people giving 21 Savage credit for his penmanship as if he stepped up his penmanship, but I don't know if he writes that shit, to be honest with you. All right. But nonetheless, shout out to 21 Savage on that new project. Now, you guys, there's more beef. Hold up. More shots fired. All right. Steph London. All right, this is this artist. I think she's from England. Stefflin London. All right. And there's another let me see. What's this girl name? Jada Kingdom. Hold up. Let me see what's going on here. Wait 1 second. All right, Asia, Steph London, Jada Kingdom. All right, listen, it's hard to pronounce these names, all right? These artists are like, they're big, but they're big across seas, all right? Steph London, I don't know if you guys are familiar with her. I'm not really familiar with her like that, but she's one of them people that you probably play her song and you be like, oh, we just don't know the face to the song, right? So nonetheless, it's this girl goes by the name of Jada Kingdom, all right? Now, this girl, she fine as fuck. This is hands down. She looks great, right? She's an up and coming artist. She's a reggae artist, but looks like she's in the States. Well, as of recently, her and Steph London, Steph London, I don't know, Steph London, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Well, they're at war right now. All right. This is something that's going on, and they're going back and forth. All right. And somebody got dragged into it, Mrs. Asian Doll. You guys are familiar with Asian Doll. This is a girl. She's part of the drill music, drill movement. She's actually from Texas, but she transplanted to New York. And it's like she went back to Texas. Well, these ladies, they're going at war right now. There's a war going on, and there's a lyrical battle going on, shots fired, all right? Now, with that being said, this girl, I think her name is, she's Jada Kingdom, Jada Kingdom, or Jade Kingdom, something Twinkle. She might go by the name of Twinkle also. But I had a chance to listen to her music nonetheless. The music is fire. You know what I mean? The music is fire, and she's going at it. She's going at it with the girl. I gotta educate myself more on these artists because I'm familiar with Asian Doll, but I'm not familiar with the Steph London. Not too familiar with. I'm not too familiar with Jada Kingdom. All right, but one thing I knew, Jada Kingdom, that's Partisan Fontaine, which was with Partisan Fontaine was with Megan Thee Stallion. He's now with this girl now. All right, so that's why she's even getting any type of clout right now, what people even know about. She's getting exposure because of who she's with, nonetheless. But the ladies are at war. Ladies at war. It's not too much really to speak about it, but nonetheless, the ladies at war, and they seemingly have dragged in Asian Doll. Now, you guys know Asian Doll. She was once signed to Gucci Mane's label. Asian Doll is a great artist. I'm just gonna keep it with. She's a girl artist. She's a great artist. You know what I mean? She's originally from Texas. You know what I mean? She was once signed to Gucci Mane, and Gucci dropped her off of the label. Now, she's been seen in New York doing the drill music in the Bronx. You know, Bronx drill is big right now. Drill music's big in New York, obviously, but she's big with in the Bronx. But nonetheless, she got dragged into the beef. And it seems like these ladies, they going at it. I'm not going to stay too long on it, but they're saying that somebody ran a train on Asian Doll. They're saying all them drill niggas ran a train on Asian Doll, which I find it hard to believe. I think Asian Doll just puts on that persona like she's an easygoing chick, like she's easy to get with, but I think she used it as a marketing ploy, right? But Asian Doll, nonetheless, Asian Doll nonetheless is saying that there's no train that took place on her. She's beefing with Jada Kingdom. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a lot of war going on out here with the women, all right? Nonetheless, the women are warring. I hope 224, I'm pretty sure it's going to continue because 223, the women had it. So 224, we'll see how this is going to end up, all right? Nonetheless, shout out to Jada Kingdom. Shout out to Steph London. And shout out to Asian Doll. Shout out to all three women, all right? That part. Now, moving right along. You guys do me a favor. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. All right. Like I said, don't be a ninja watcher person that be creeping and watching. Make sure you guys are turning on your notification bells also. So every time I go on, you guys see that I went on late today. I might be going on late for now on, a little bit later. We probably don't go on at 7 no longer. All right. I might stop going on at 7 p.m. and start going on later in time. So I need you guys to turn your notifications on. I know you guys don't like to be annoyed. I know you guys don't like to see that notification popping up on your phone. I know you got better things to do. But do me a favor, turn your notification on for me. Why are you acting weird with me? Turn your notification on for me. So when I go on, you guys will get notified when I'm dropping new content and when I'm going live. L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, that part. Now, you guys, 224, like I said, 223, it was crazy, right? A lot of layoffs for 223. A lot of layoffs. I know that you guys noticing the price of food going up extremely. The price of living going up extremely. Rent went up extremely. All right? It's not the same no more. We're not in Kansas no more total. All right? But it looks like there's some continued layoffs going on for 224. All right? And this is in reference to the company Twitch. Funny how we just talking about streaming, right? All right. This is a gaming company, Twitch. Now, Twitch has reported that they're going to be laying off 35% of their staff. 35% of their staff. That's crazy. Where are all these people supposed to go? This is what's going on. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. Homelessness is through the roof right now. Hold up. Homelessness is through the roof right now. The price of living is through the roof right now. Things are twice as much. What we used to pay for things are twice as much expensive now. Twitch is letting go 35% of their staff. What do you guys think is going on across the board with all these corporate companies? A lot of people are getting laid off. And for the 224, there's going to be a lot more people being laid off. All right. That's enough with all this other shit. Let's talk about some real shit. 224 is going to be, I'm assuming it's going to be way more layoffs. Y'all need to be saving y'all money out there. All right. Obviously the price of living is going up. And this goes for all of us. It's not just y'all, it's me, it's everybody. It's scary to know where we're gonna wind up in 225. All right. There's reports of Donald Trump. They're saying that Donald Trump has the majority of votes already. They done tallied up some votes, some college votes, and they say that Donald Trump is at the forefront. Donald Trump may be the president for 2025. This is something that we have to take into deep consideration, you guys. There's going to be a lot of layoffs. This is serious. All right. 224 is going to be this is going to be a defining year. And this is why I told you guys this year, you guys, this is the selfish year. This is the year that you concerned about yourself, you and yours and your family. This is the year that you have the right to be selfish. It's about you and your family's well-being for 224. All right. So anybody that's leeching off for you, anybody who doesn't deserve the time that you spend with them, you got to remove these people from your life for 224. 224 is going to be a lot of cutbacks, a lot of layoffs. People are letting go staff. You Twitch letting go 35%. 35%, that's almost half. 1/3 of their staff is gone. All right. Homelessness. I don't know if you guys have been seeing what's going on. There's more homeless out there. There's more homeless people out there. I was in California. The homeless rate was super high when you're talking about people being homeless. I went to CVS. I went to go get some deodorant. I'm in Dade County. I'm on 199th in 441. They got the deodorant locked behind the glass. They're locking the most pettiest items behind the glass. That should make you think, why would they be locking this behind the glass? And I come to the conclusion, oh, people are stealing it, right? Because what happened to the sensor? That sensor ain't working no more. People are actually stealing the deodorant out of the stores. The price of living is going high. So people are going to resort to desperate measures for desperate times. So you guys need to be concerned. You guys need to be aware of that, of what's going on out here. All right. 224, I need you guys to make sure that you guys are on point. You know what I mean? Make sure you protect you and your family. With all the layoffs, let's cut back a little bit on the extra spending. If you can. Cut back, prepare. I don't want to see no loved ones. I don't want to see no loved ones out there homeless, right? A lot of people are going to be moving back in with their parents. A lot of people are going to be sharing rent. I'm pretty sure there's more 50-50 going on. I know women don't like to go 50-50 with men, but I'm pretty sure that 50-50 is got to come back into existence. That shit might come back into play for 224. You know what I mean? I believe like this is going to be a very defining year. 224 is going to be very defining. And you guys need to be fully aware of that and be prepared for that, okay? Now, you guys, more. Let's go on another note. Some shots fired. All right, we're all familiar with this tirade, this fiasco, this catastrophic. I got a better name. A catastrophic event. What Cat Williams did last week was a catastrophic play. That was a catastrophic event ripples heard throughout the industry, ruffled everybody's feathers, flipped shit on its back. Things that were bolted down came out the ground. This was a catastrophic event. And look how we say Cat Williams, catastrophic. Nonetheless, it seems like it doesn't stop. Now, Cat Williams has pulled a stunt, the unthinkable. I don't know how he made this happen. I don't know how Cat Williams was able to put this together. Kevin Hart and his ex-wife, there's always been some type of turmoil between his ex-wife, right? I'm not really familiar with the story, but I am familiar with the turmoil between Kevin Hart and his ex-wife. Nonetheless, Cat Williams is seen on social network standing next to Kevin Hart's ex-wife. I know what y'all thinking. Yeah, she did the despicable. This is a despicable move right here. All right. Cat Williams is reportedly taking Kevin Hart's ex-wife on tour with him. Hold up. I don't think y'all heard me right. Cat Williams is taking Kevin Hart's ex-wife on tour with him. Where they do that at? Is it that serious? Is vengeance that serious, considering that this is your baby father? Is there no limit to get back? How serious is the get back? Standing next to Cat Williams to rain on your baby father, to get your lick back. It's called getting your lick back, right? It's called getting your lick back. That's dastardly. That's low down. That's below the belt. That's beneath me. That's beneath a lot of us. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't like stuff like that. To be honest with you guys, I don't like that type of get back. I don't like when your lady, when your ex-girl, your ex-wife, your ex-whatever gets with your enemies. I think that's one of the most dastardly, disrespectful, dishonorable things that a woman can do. To link up with your husband, link up with your boyfriend's enemy. Somebody that's trying to bring his demise, that's trying to cripple his career, whether it be financially or physically, in order for you to embrace that person. I know what they say. An enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. Not in all cases. I understand the art of war. I get the art of war, but not in all cases. That's the most disrespectful, dastardly things that you could ever do. Honestly. Kevin Hart's ex-wife going on tour with Cat Williams is unbelievable. All right? That's unbelievable, man. And that shit shows you that Kevin Hart made the right choice by splitting with her. You see, when you break up with somebody and they start doing shit like that, that shows you that you made the right decision. If your girl gets with your enemy, if your ex-wife, your ex-girl, your side bitch gets with your immediate enemy, that's an indication that you made the right decision. Even if it wasn't your decision, it could have been God's decision. That means that it was meant to be and it was in your best interest, nonetheless. All right? So, shout out to Kevin Hart. I have no horse in the race with Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. I've been to Kevin Hart's show, and I'm fond of Cat Williams, and I'm fond of Kevin Hart. I have no horse in that race. But they say the truth cannot be a diss. So whatever's the truth in there, I have no horse in that race. I just want to hear the truth, to be honest with you. So I was there for it. I wanted to hear everything that Cat Williams was talking about. I wanted to hear everything that Cat Williams was talking about. But the extra shenanigans, Cat Williams linking up with Kevin Hart's ex-wife, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. That's dishonorable, to be quite honest with you. And it's making me think, what beef does Cat Williams actually have with Kevin Hart? Because I don't recall Cat Williams saying anything deep about Kevin Hart. I don't recall Cat Williams saying anything deep about Kevin Hart. So why would Cat Williams have this big chip on his shoulder for Kevin Hart? I'm curious to know. I'm definitely curious to know, man. I would like to know. But nonetheless, yeah, I think it's been confirmed that Kevin Hart's ex-wife is going on tour with Mr. Cat Williams. All right? Nonetheless. And like I always say, shots fired, bro. That part. Now, you guys, I want to end off with this too. Shout out to Rollo. You guys know the rapper Rollo. Rollo that got, he was on that private jet with pounds allowed. He had all types of weed on the private jet, and he got locked up in the feds. Y'all know Rollo, the BMF of Georgia. He had his own compound, his own apartment complex. The Muslim, heavy, dedicated Muslim. All right. Since his release, since Rollo's release, we probably all thought Rollo was broke, right? You think typically when somebody gets locked up, 80% of the time they come out with less money than what they had. That's just typically what happens. Now, some people are fortunate that they was able to sustain, right? Whether they had businesses out here, where they had some money stashed away, they're able to sustain. But 80% of people that go to prison come out broke, virtually broke, right? Well, this is not the case with Rollo. Fam Goon, all right, Mr. Rollo, since he's been released, this is according to Rollo. Since his release, he spent over $2 million, all right? He said, I told y'all I was going to buy everybody around me Maybachs and black trucks. So according to Rollo, upon his release, since he's been released throughout the duration of Rollo's release, he's been buying Maybachs and black trucks for his people. Now, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, Rollo came out of some paper. Rollo came out of some paper. Smart brother. You know what I mean? Smart brother. And obviously, he had some legal things going on, some legal businesses going on. So he's a great example of, he sat down, what Rollo sat down for 5 years? Rollo probably sat down for 5 years, and Rollo came out, and he's able to feed his family. Rollo came out, did 5 years in the Fed, 3 to 5 years in the Fed, and Rollo's already spent $2 million. Hold up, man. $2 million. Let's get this clear. He spent $2 million since his release. Rollo hasn't been selling no records. All right. What Rollo hasn't dropped a new project. I don't think Rollo's music was streaming like that to that degree. Op shit, pop shit, that's my shit right there. But I don't think that was getting streamed to that degree where you buying everybody Maybachs in black trucks, okay? Nonetheless, he's proven that he came out to some bread. Rollo has some bread, all right? So shout out to Rollo. I like the way Rollo came out. They try to throw some smut on Rollo's name, but nonetheless, shout out to Rollo. I like the way Rollo came out. Rollo came out with paper. Rollo came out, he got love from everybody. When Rollo was locked up, niggas was breaking Rollo off with bands. Little Baby gave him bands, 20-something thousand, 40, 50,000. While Rollo was locked up, niggas was paying homage and bringing bread with Rollo. Rollo spent over $2 million upon his release. He spent, since Rollo has been released in the streets, in society, Rollo is saying, self-proclaimed, that he spent over $2 million. Maybachs and black trucks for everybody. That part, man. Big up to Rollo, my nigga. Shout out to Rollo. Shout out to Rollo. Now, we gotta speak about this too. All right. Oh yeah, SoundCloud. Listen, another thing too. This is with Twitch. You already know we spoke about Twitch. How Twitch is laying off 35% of their staff, right? Now, this is for you guys that are part of SoundCloud. All right. You guys familiar with SoundCloud? They got the SoundCloud rapper age. This is where Extension came from. There's a whole generation of rap artists that spawned from the SoundCloud era. All right. I don't know if SoundCloud is basically over, but I'm pretty sure people are still utilizing SoundCloud to this day, which is a great platform. But nonetheless, you guys, SoundCloud is reportedly about to sell their company for $1 billion. They're about to sell, the execs at SoundCloud are saying they're selling SoundCloud for $1 billion. And you guys know, I just thought that was cool to know. Yeah, I keep you guys updated what's going on with company mergers, people selling their company, people laying off staffs. We got to pay attention to these things for 224 because there's going to be a lot of things in transition 224. There's going to be a lot of defining things that happen in 224 that are going to determine what's going to happen in the next 5 years, okay? So 224 is the year for you guys to be paying close attention to the corporate world, all right? And especially the American dollar and things of that nature. You guys pay attention, all right? We're going to end off with this. Now, you guys, I know you guys are familiar with that gentleman. I don't know if you guys had a chance to peep it, right? Oh, once again, make sure you guys hit that like button. All right? Don't leave out here without hitting that like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your grandparents' house, your mama house. Show that you got respect. Show that you was raised right. Show that you have manners. And hit the like button, all right? The thumbs up, whether it be the heart or like. You guys know we on YouTube, we on Facebook, and we also on Twitter right now. And the audio is going to be available on Apple Podcasts, okay? So you guys pay attention to Apple Podcasts. We might be dropping the audio tonight or tomorrow morning. But nonetheless, you guys will be able to hear the audio. The audio experience is different than the actual visuals, okay? You guys can listen to the audio while you guys are exercising, when you're at the gym or you exercising outside. You can listen to the audio while you're in the car, on your way to work, or you can even listen to the audio at work. But do me a favor. Put your headphones on and be responsible so you don't lose your job, because I don't want to hear that, L.O.T.S, you're the reason why I lost my job, because I listened to your audio at the job, right? So like I said, you can listen to it while you're exercising. You can listen to it while you're on the job, while you're driving in your car, or when you're just doing chores around the house, all right? Sunday chores, whatever, weekend chores, whatever. Do that also. While you vacuuming, sweeping, you put your headphones on throughout the crib or play it on your Bluetooth speaker and listen to it, all right? The audio is a whole different experience. Now, there's a gentleman that goes by the name Dubra Redden, all right? He's a 30-year-old man, all right? This is the gentleman, Mr. Redden is the gentleman that you guys seen jumping across the how you say, not the podium, the judge, where the judge sits in the courtroom, all right? So you know when he jumped over, I don't know if you guys had a chance, all of us in America have seen it. If you haven't seen it, you're under a rock, right? You're literally living under a rock, all right? There was this gentleman that he was speaking to the judge, and the judge was about to hand down his sentence. The judge is letting him know that she's not going to be merciful on him, in which the gentleman ran towards the judge, and he leaped over the podium, the stand, and tackled the judge. All right? The judge handed down his statement, has handed down his sentence. She's telling the man, just prior to, she told the man, I'm not going to be mercy for you. There's not going to be no mercy. The man ran across and jumped over the podium and tackled the judge, right? He jumped sideways, like, you know, like a Velcro man. You know, like a man jumps and he's Velcro outfit, and he just sticks on the wall. He's like a stick figure on the wall, right? A chalk figure. And he landed on the judge. Well, I'm gonna end off with this. This gentleman today, he went to court, and he went to court in front of the same judge, all right? And him, that crazy motherfucker, him being in front of that judge, he was sentenced today, all right, from 19 to 48 months in prison. Now, this sentence has nothing to do with what he did that day in the courtroom. This is actually something that this is a case that he had that day that he did that in the courtroom. This is what he's supposed to get sentenced for, all right? So he eluded that by jumping on the judge, assaulting the judge, nonetheless, all right? All right, the guy's name, Dubra, D-O-E-B-R-A, Dubra Redden, all right? 30-year-old gentleman, all right? Sentenced to prison, all right? And like I said, he still has to go to court for what he did to that judge. So the funny thing is, he went back in front of that judge. That lady was there, and he got handed down his 19 to 48 months. All right, and he still has to go to court for what he did to that judge. Now, I don't know what to say about this, but I pray on everybody, because I don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I mean? And who knows who that judge is? A lot of these judges be foul. A lot of judges be foul. All right. So maybe, I'm not saying he had a reason for doing what he do, but I'm not going to judge nobody. I'm not going to assume nothing. Things be looking harsh, right? You look at what somebody doing, you like, damn, that shit look crazy. Why he did that? But what if he had a reason to do it? What if he had something that provoked him to do it, that was on the behalf of the judge? Now, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying that. I'm just painting a picture here, hypothetically. This is why I don't pick a sides in those type of situations, all right? So shout out to that man. You know what I mean? I don't think he hurt that judge, because that judge was able to stand in front of him and hand him down a sentence today. So I don't think he really hurt the judge in all actuality. But he did tackle her, all right? Now, you guys, with that being said, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast, all right? Once again, I am the incomparable, the often imitated but cannot be duplicated. The one they took their style from, the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. I'm the one that keep creating what they keep taking. I'm public enemy number one. I'm the top op in this fucking field. Do you hear me? All right? I'm the leader of the streets, lord of the streets, learning off the streets, living off the streets. Do you hear me? This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 70. With that being said, y'all, let's put some outro music right now. I need some beautiful outro music. That time be passing by so fast, bro. That's crazy. Time be passing by fast, for real. Listen, y'all. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Make sure you guys are showing the universe your gratitude. Hopefully we can meet back up next Friday. You heard me. Once again, this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 70. You heard me. Get some more horns. Episode number 70, that part. All right, you guys. Just like I always say, the man that says he can, he can't. The one that says he can, the man that says he can't, he cannot. The man that says he can, he can. They are both right. All right? It's relative to how you think. All right? It's your perception. Some people interpret and perceive things differently. It's all about your perception. Reality is in your head. All right? Use that inner strength. If you can condemn yourself, or you can speak life into things. You can speak life into things. You can condemn things. This is the power of the tongue. All right? It's your imagination, how you feel with your heart. Just know that. If you say you can't do it, you can't do it. You already convinced yourself that you can't. If you say you can, that means the possibilities is endless. All right? That part. Show the gratitude to the universe, yo. Remember, the highest mountain has the best view. Keep climbing. The highest mountain has the best view. Keep climbing. Get to that top, you heard? L.O.T.S Prove Me, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 70, and I'm out. Make sure you guys go on YouTube and watch this on YouTube. That part. Everybody should be sharing this podcast at this moment. With that being said, I'm out. Salute and peace.